As you can imagine, I get tons of messages in my DM every single day from women all over the world telling me about their problems. And there's a pattern to those messages. It's usually some imbalanced or toxic or negative relationship with a loved one that is causing them all of that heartache. You know, lots of married women who come to my DM telling me their marital problems, how he's cheating, he's never at home, they don't know what to do, they've sacrificed their whole life. They have 3 or 4 kids. They put their dreams and goals on hold. What should they do? You know, their family is telling them not to divorce. Should they separate? Should they divorce? I can go on and on. Then there's those, just like the post I posted earlier today about the family. There'll be those who will be telling me about all of the relatives they're sending money to at home and they're struggling in the US or UK. What should they do? They don't know if they should stop helping their parents or their siblings with money. You know, you can go on and on. Always a problem with a loved one. And then there's the big majority out there of, it seems like there's an epidemic of adult women who also have their elderly moms living with them. And they are just choking and they cannot cope anymore because a lot of those women are divorced or maybe they've had children before, so they're having to take care of themselves, their children, and their elderly mother. And a lot of those women in their 30s, 40s, 50s are getting sick because of the stress, high blood pressure, diabetes, they're gaining weight, again because of a loved one. Or there's also those who have toxic parents who are forcing them to do something they don't want to do, forcing them to date or marry a guy that they don't love, or forcing them to do some course or some PhD that they don't want to do. So a lot of our problems and a lot of our stresses as women come from negative relationships with so-called loved ones. And at some point, you have to choose yourself. You're going to have to offend other people. A lot of us do not want to offend our loved ones. But then, at what cost? So you're going to have to start offending your loved ones so that you can stop offending yourself, because you're doing this at your detriment. It's time to be selfish. Be selfful. Selfishness is not bad. It's actually self-preservation. Cut them off if you need to. Make some hard decisions and start to focus on yourself and your children. Or if you're married, on yourself, your children, and your husband. Your nuclear family has to come first before all of these extended family, because they will drain you and drop you. And if you drop dead, they'll forget about you that day. Be careful, please. Prioritize yourselves over anybody else.